so we're gonna be doing contrast baths. So what contrast baths are, you're gonna have 2 bowls. One bowl is gonna be filled with hot water, and it's gonna be 100 to 111 degrees Fahrenheit. And then you're gonna fill your other bowl with cold water. That's gonna be 50 to 64 degrees Fahrenheit. So after you've got your water in the bowls, you're gonna make sure with the thermometer that the water is at the right temperature. Okay, so we're gonna instruct the client to put whatever body part is affected into the water, fully submerged. The hot water you're gonna keep in there for 3 to 10 minutes. And after you're done with the hot water, you're gonna move to the cold water for 1 to 3 minutes. And after you're done, you're gonna make sure you do this 5 to 6 times for up to 25 to 30 minutes. Okay, so after the 25 to 30 minutes is up, the client should be experiencing less edema, less pain, and increased joint flexibility and range of motion. Hi.
Hey.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm pretty good. What's your name?
Francis.
Francis, do you know the date today?
Today is March 12th, 2020.
Yep, that's right.
Mhm.
So why are you seeing me today? What's going on?
So I have arthritis and my hands are in pain, and the severity of the pain varies in like the different time of the day. So right now, it's pretty painful.
Pretty painful?
Yeah.
Can I see?
Sure.
Okay. So what times of the day is the most painful for you?
So I would say probably around nighttime.
Nighttime?
After I've worked it out from work or just activities that I did that entire day.
Okay, so we're gonna be doing contrast baths today.
Okay.
It's basically a hot and cold bath.
Okay.
So doing that at the end of the day might help you with the swelling and the pain, okay?
Okay.
So before we start the bath, I'm gonna ask you what your pain level is.
Okay.
So 1 being no pain, or 10 being the most pain that you've ever felt.
Right about now, I want to say it's at 5 or 6.
A 5 or 6?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're feeling kind of good amount of pain?
Yeah, really, it's really discomforting right now.
So before we begin, I want to ask you a couple of questions. Do you have any open wounds in your hands?
No wounds.
Okay. And how about a history of tumor or anything in those hands?
Mm-mm.
Okay. And hypertension at all?
No hypertension.
No hypertension?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
And then we're going to do a couple more tests. So for this, I want you to actually close your eyes.
Close my eyes.
And just put your hands up on the table.
Okay.
And you're gonna feel a hot or cold sensation, and I just want you to tell me if you feel hot or if you feel cold.
Okay.
We're gonna begin.
Okay. That's cold.
Yep. Okay.
Hot.
Good job. Okay, Francis, one more test to go, okay?
Okay.
So this is gonna be just a 20-second ice test to see if you have a reaction to the ice. So redness is normal, but if there's like hives or anything breaking out on your skin, then that's not normal. So we're gonna just test to see that before we begin our baths, okay?
Sounds good.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and apply this.
On my palm.
You can do
or
it, yeah. Go ahead and put your palm face down.
Face down. Okay.
Whoops.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Nice and
We're
cold.
just gonna get it all out there. All right, 20 seconds has passed. Let me wipe your hand off. Doesn't look like anything's going on there, so we're good to start.
Everything's good. Okay.
Okay, so now I want you to go ahead and put your palms facing up, and
Okay.
I want you to go ahead and squeeze into your palm as much as you can.
Okay.
If you feel too much pain, please stop, okay?
Okay.
I just want to see how far you can go.
That's too it's painful.
It's too painful?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and
Okay.
stop.
Okay.
And then we're gonna do our baths and see if that improves, okay?
Okay. Sounds
All right,
good.
cool.
All right.
Hey Lauren, do you think you can help me with something?
I'd love to. What do you need?
Can you fill these up for a contrast bath?
Sure.
Do you know the degrees, the temperature?
I don't.
You don't know them? So the hot is gonna be 100 to 111, and then the cold is gonna be 50 to 64. So when you take the temperature, just make sure those are within the range,
Can
okay?
I borrow your thermometer?
Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you. Be right back.
Okay. So Francis, what types of things are you doing that aggravate your hands where you feel the most pain throughout your day?
Ooh, definitely with my work, because I work on my computer a lot. I'm a computer programmer.
Okay.
So just after 8 hours of typing, coding, then that's when my pain usually increases, or like when it's very aggravated.
Okay.
Overuse of my phone, I want to say, also
Yeah,
takes
that
a
can
part
do it.
in that. Yeah.
Mhm. Thanks, Lauren. Lauren, this is Francis. By
Oh,
the
hi,
way.
nice to meet you. Coronavirus.
So rude of me. Here's a towel for you
Perfect.
guys.
Thank you. Did you check the temperatures?
I did. I brought your thermometer back
Perfect.
too.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so you're using a lot of fine motor
Yeah.
in your fingers. So I would suggest doing this every day, maybe, if you feel like you need it.
Every
Just
day?
to help.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I should be able to do it by myself without
Yeah.
like your assistance.
You should be able to, yeah. And I can write down a list for you if you don't remember
Mhm.
the temperature or anything, and we can do that, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna start with the hot first.
Okay.
So maybe go ahead and roll up your sleeves a little bit, if you can. You okay?
Yeah.
What other things do you like to do besides your work that like aggravate those hands?
Okay, so I like to make my own food.
Oh, okay.
Like, yeah, I like to cook. I like to play basketball with my brothers and friends.
Okay.
I like to go to the movies and drive to different places, which, you know, like handling the wheels can sometimes be difficult because I can't really flex my fingers.
Okay, so these
Yeah.
are gonna help with that, and hopefully you can get back to doing those things, okay?
Okay.
So let's raise your chair up a little bit.
Okay.
You know how to do it?
Yeah, it's right here,
Okay,
right?
so let's raise it up as much as you can, just because you're gonna be reaching over into the bowl.
Oh, I don't think it can go up any.
Okay. Whatever
That's-
works.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna set my timer.
Okay.
And this is the hot, so it's gonna be from till up to 11 minutes, okay?
Okay.
All right, so. All right, Francis, before we start, we're gonna sanitize your hands, okay?
Okay.
So there's some sanitizer for you. Go ahead and rub that in.
And good.
Yeah, so
So
go
just
ahead
dip it
and
in?
go ahead and fully submerge.
Okay.
I'm gonna set my timer for 1 minute,
Mhm.
and then after a minute, I'm gonna check to see if you have any rash. Are you uncomfortable?
A little bit.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll get my assistant. Lauren, over here. Thank you.
Hi, I brought you something to make you a little more
Oh my God,
comfortable.
you surprised me.
I love to just pop up out of nowhere.
Oh, okay.
Thanks, Lauren.
Thank you. Much better.
Does it feel better?
Yeah.
Okay, so 1 minute has passed. Go ahead and raise your hands up.
Oh.
I'm just checking for any redness. Okay. Perfect. Go ahead and put those back in there, or any like irregular rashes on the skin.
Okay.
So we're gonna just continue our time, and when the timer goes off, we're switching to the cold. Okay?
Okay.
Beep, 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 beep. Okay, that's the timer.
Okay.
Kind of old-fashioned here.
I know, that was a weird sound.
Okay, so I want you to take your hands out,
Okay.
and you can put them over the towel so they don't drip.
Okay.
All right, so now we're gonna switch the bowls. So now we're gonna have our cold. Go ahead and submerge those.
Okay. Oof.
It's a little chilly,
So cool.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so now we're gonna set the timer for 3 minutes,
Mhm.
and we're gonna keep those in there.
Okay. Sounds
How
good.
do you like it so far?
I like the warm better, but I think I can place my hand in here.
Okay, cool. Oh wow. Okay, so timer's up.
That's
Go
the
ahead and
last
take
one,
the
right?
yeah. That's the last one. Here, let's take the pillow away.
Thank you.
Lauren, do you mind grabbing these and dumping them out? And
Love
the
to,
pillow
boss.
too. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, so let's dry those off. How are your hands feeling? Your pain now. How about the pain?
Pain, oof, much better. Pain, I would say, went down to like a 3.
Awesome. So we
Yeah.
went down 3 whole points. It's pretty good.
That was, yeah.
Good? Okay.
Good.
So now I want you to do our range of motion again. So go ahead and curl those fingers down. Looks like
I
it
can see
improved
much,
a bit.
much better, right?
Yeah. So can you manage this at home?
Yeah, it wasn't that bad at all. It's just cold and hot water. I just need to buy a temperature.
Okay.
Not temperature,
Yeah, you
thermometer. You know what I You knew what I
The
meant.
thermometer.
Yeah, I just need to buy that. I can probably buy that anywhere, right?
Yeah, like a CVS or something.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So now that we're done with that, you're gonna continue your rehab with Lauren. She's
Okay.
gonna help you do some finger strengthening exercises so you're able to grip and do everything that you need to do, okay?
Awesome. Sounds good. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Hey Francis, I'm
Hi.
so excited to work with you today.
No.
So, Michelle helped you do the contrast bath. So,
Mhm.
how are your hands feeling?
They feel much better now. Pain decrease. I was telling Michelle that it went from a 6 to a 3, so it was a significant decrease.
That is so good.
Yeah.
So I'm going to teach you some other forms of rehabilitation to help with this swelling that you still have in your hands and to
Okay.
help further manage the pain.
Okay.
So the first thing I'm going to be doing with you today is called retrograde massage.
Mhm.
All I need you today to do is put your elbow up on the table like this, and then
Okay.
I'm going to massage your hand in a downward motion. So gravity is going to be helping pushing that fluid down, as well as like the extra pressure from the massage.
Okay.
How's that
Sounds-
sound?
That sounds lovely.
You'd
Feel
be
like-
crazy to not love a massage.
Is that? Ooh,
This
smells
is going to
good.
have some rosemary lemon massage lotion for
Nice.
us. Okay, so when you're performing retrograde massage, you always want to start at the fingertips and
Okay.
push down
Okay.
with gravity. So you're going to start up here and work the fingertips and then work into the rest of your hand.
Okay.
Okay?
That feels good. Actually feels really good.
I'm glad you're enjoying it.
And the lotion smells really good too.
Oh yeah, any lotion will do that you have at home. Okay. All right, now that we finished your massage, we're going to work on some non-resistive exercises to
Okay.
help you. So we'll, I don't want to do resistive strengthening because you're still so swollen and have pain. So we'll
Mhm.
just start some really lightweight exercises.
Okay.
The first thing we're going to do is just going to be some pumping of our fists up
Okay.
like this, still keeping that position.
Okay.
That way gravity is still helping us, but we're pumping and getting that fluid circulating.
Okay.
Why don't you give it a try?
I can't go all the way down.
Go
still.
until it's uncomfortable. And do 10 of those.
10. Okay. 5, 6.
And then the next one we're going to do, we're going to bring our thumb to each fingertip, making an O.
Okay.
It's called opposition.
Okay.
And you can do that 10 times. So this will be able to help you do things like getting back to gripping your basketball, to play with your brothers, cooking, taking care of yourself. All right, and so now we're going to put our hand down on the table and we're going to spread our fingers open and back in.
Okay.
Good job. So can you repeat to me the 3 exercises I just taught you?
Sure. So he said to go like this and just close it as far as I can,
Mhm.
or as wherever I'm comfortable at. And then he said to do opposition, so my thumb to all my fingertips.
Mm-hmm.
And then he said to just place it on the table and close and open it back and
Perfect.
forth.
Yeah. So the important thing to remember with edema and swelling in your hand is to rest your hand, ice your hand, compress it, which I will teach you later. We'll do some Coban wrapping to help compress it so you can push some more swelling out and
Mhm.
elevate it.
Okay.
Rice.
Rice. Rest, eyes, compress, and elevate. Rice.
Perfect.
Okay.
Well, it was great meeting you. I look forward to working
Thank
with
you,
you in
Lauren.
the future.
Yeah, thank you so much.